Well, 2020 has scared just about all of us. You had COVID hit, we've got the election going on. People are wondering what's going to happen to the economy. So, how do you prepare for that rainy day and make sure you have your finances in place? We turn to our friends at Cyprus Credit Union. Dave Sant, always with some good stuff. So, Dave, you've got 5 great tips for us that we're going to talk about today. Let's start first with emergency savings.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to hit these rainy days. So it's all about
Right.
preparation. And the first place you want to start and prepare with is that emergency savings. Having any amount saved and set to the side can be very beneficial because it can help you avoid any unnecessary debt or other things you might incur. So you want to make sure start small, start building it, and make sure it's in a liquid account. Now, that doesn't mean put it under your pillowcase, right?
Right.
You want to have it in a savings account or a money market account, one of these areas that will earn interest, but it won't lock up the money so you have access to it when you need it.
And Dave, one thing that I'm not very good at, but we talk about it a lot, is having a budget.
Yes, budget is one of your great tools for preparation. It's funny because everything always goes down to budget. But if you want to make sure you have a budget and you have a budget that doesn't take you to 100% of your income, you want to make sure that you have a budget that allows you to live within your means, also allows you to save for a rainy day. That way, if you do have an event where you take a reduction in income, you still have a budget in place you can live on. Like, let's say you're saving 10%. You could then take a 10% hit to your income and still be able to live within your means on that budget.
Right. Now, how about a 4-letter word that we hate? Debt.
Yeah, debt is a big thing when it comes to rainy days. If you can eliminate your debt, that's all the better because then you don't have the obligations to pay. So making sure you have a debt consolidation plan, you have whether you're looking at doing the snowball or there's a lot of different tools out there. So make sure you do the research and you're paying down debt. And if possible, you're paying down more than you owe.
How about finding other ways to, provide more of an income to your household?
Yeah, one of the things that can cause that rainy day is losing a job. So if you
Right.
have the ability, if you have the skills, if you have the time, creating other alternatives for income, just finding other things you can do that might create other income streams that can help you, and you'd be able to fall on that if you were able to lose your job.
And Dave, I like this last one, risk tolerance.
Yeah, one of the things you want to make sure you're doing is sitting down before those rainy days and understanding what level of risk you're willing to take. When we talk risk, we're talking risks with your investments. If you are older, right, if you're nearing retirement, you probably want to be a little more conservative. You don't want to be out there with a lot of risky things in the stock market with your 401k.
Right.
If you're younger, you might be able to take more risk because, a lot of times when we see these financial, rainy times, it's because we see movement in the stock market. But it's always important to remember that just because the stock market drops, you haven't lost any money. Your money's still there. You only lose money if you've taken it out. So don't do any
Right.
short-term, knee-jerk reactions that might have long-term benefits. If you can ride out the financial downturn, ride it out because that money will bounce right back.
I love it. Dave, you guys always have such great information, and you also have great information on your blog. Where can they go for more info?
Our blog's at cyprusu.com. Tons of great information to help you with your budgets.
Fabulous. Thank you, Dave, and see you next week.
See you later.